Good afternoon, everyone. I am going to work here on my overflow painting. It's at a stage now where the underpainting is done, and so I really want to start layering and adding colors. I'm hoping that I can get maybe the background done today and work on the rest later. So I am using Arteza paint today because I ordered this set of acrylic paints and it's the premium metallic colors. And for this painting, I wanted it to have a really nice shimmer to it and a lightness, like beautiful light colors and something that would really work well on a book cover and or um, um, just any kind of book cover or journal. So what I've also done here is I have my gel medium, and it's the retarder gel, and I put it on the different colors that I'm going to use today. And even though you see a variety of colors here, I'm going with the white and the metallic yellow, red, and blue. And my reds, I'm going with a really warm color of red, more centered toward the pink area, because I want it to be nice and light, almost like a sunset. Okay. For this, I'm going to also apply white as much as I possibly can in the mixture of colors that I use. I'm doing this because I want to keep that light sunrise glow. And you can see here that I am not really mixing too much on my paint palette, but I am mixing on my painting itself. And because I'm keeping this loose and light, I don't have to feel pressured to really saturate the background with color. Using more of a circular um, type of motion where I have the values of my underpainting, that's where I'm getting a little bit of darker value with the color that I'm using. This is why I love creating an underpainting first before I actually paint with color, because it allowed me to mix the values beforehand. So now you can see that nice light, and I want that to be really present, as if a glow from the sunrise is shining on the doves in her face. Really get in those areas. Good afternoon to those of you that have joined. Please say hello. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to really show what I'm working on. Also, back to my high school job position And we, well, I am also teaching in class and online um, painting and drawing. So I did want to get on here and try to kind of test out, per se, live stream and chatting. So if you are on, just please, give me a hello, chat. Let me know if the colors are showing up on your screen where you can see some of those yellows that I'm starting to put in, especially like right there. You see a nice light shade of yellow. And now I'm going to make myself nice light orange. I'm going to pull that yellow with the white and that pink to make that color. And again, this is some mint. I want to put some in her face already because I do like to sprinkle colors out. And right now, I'm using a wider brush. This is a Fiber 16. And the reason I'm doing that is mainly because I like to do a lot of layering for my paintings. So I will come in, and as you see here, I will use bolder brush strokes. And then when I get to the lighter, well, the second layer, then I'll start with the smaller brush. I'll start dropping down really slowly into a number, let's just say 4, then the number 6, and then so on and so on. So right now you can see mainly, yes, it's very, very subtle. The background color that I'm using is so subtle that you might not be able to see it as much. But when I start really, really saturating, so like you can see that there's a really bold metallic pink. And then I'm putting a little bit of that yellow into her hair because again, I I do want to sprinkle around my background colors, just some boldness into my lady. Background, foreground, everywhere. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm a painter that really loves brushstrokes. And if you are following any of my paintings, you can actually see that I leave paint, I leave brushstrokes, I leave thickness, I leave texture. I think that many paintings look so beautiful with those textures coming through. And like right here, I want to make me like a beautiful purple. Okay, so I'm gonna mix some of my pinks. Still got a little white on my brush, so let me make a lighter purple first, and then I'm gonna gradually get darker. So I'm gonna pull that color in. So right there, yes, gorgeous. And the shadows, really, people, shadows do not have to be black. They don't have to be dark. Shadows can just be as a medium shade of a darker color. Okay. And this is one that I'm using right now. You can see how that really reflects into a what a sunset would look like in the morning, sunrise, excuse me, in the morning, that glow, oh, that beautiful glow from the sun against the sky or on the lake. Uh, I really enjoyed this extended vacation break. Really could have been better being this we were in quarantine most of the part, but we try to go to a we do go to a lake where it's kind of private. So at any one given day when we're fishing, we could be the only ones on the lake, and it's nice, really nice. Don't have to worry about social distancing at all. So right there, you can see that the layers of that color is really popping out even more. And those really, really dark values of underpainting, then that's where I'm going to come in and I'm going to get even darker with the violet, okay, without adding any white in. And this is larger brush strokes, okay? It's real large because what I'm doing is layering my colors. I'm not worried about even the back underpainting of the brown showing. I love, well, actually, that's bronze. Excuse me. I love the bronze showing through. Let me get this here, these colors right there, darker one. And then once you like photograph your work and you see, hmm, I do want to go a little deeper, you can always do that by getting maybe even a darker color or more saturated shade of violet and mixing it. But for me right now, I want this to be bold. All right. I love the blues and the contrast of the blues with those violets look really nice. Anywhere where there shows depth, I want the darker color, okay? I do want that darker color. Now, I got a touch of those colors where I want them to be. Now I want to go into my background a little more, and I want to mix me a really light pink color. I'm going to get some white, and I'm going to get some of that pink. I'm going to start putting that in, those colors. That really pulls those yellows out. Wow, look at that. It's gorgeous. And again, pull, pull those in real nicely. Have those yellows back. Lay and leave. That's what I say. If you really want to really glaze colors on, using more of the retarder paint will help you to do that. So I would grab more of that retarder paint, retarder of gel, excuse me, than I would, let's just say, this yellow. And I would glaze on top of that. Now, the key to this is you cannot, I repeat, you cannot quickly go in and start another layer of color. You have to give it time to dry. So me painting these layers right now, I'll wait another day or so before I actually come in and start layering some more colors. So right now I'm going in some really thick white strokes of color. Just some real thick whites. Mixing it with a little yellow now so it's not too stark. And I'm doing this because I want it to look like a ray, a ray of light shining down into her and on her hands. Now, a lot of this is going to be painted over, especially the features of her face, but I know where the light is coming from. I don't have to worry about that later. Now, everybody's technique of painting is different. Right? How I'm doing this might be different than the next person, but this is the way I like to lay down things first. Then I go in, smaller brush again, adding in more detail. Really, again, also make sure that you are transforming those same colors from your background into the other areas of your painting. We don't want to just have the same different colors everywhere. I like to keep it balanced. Nice balance of color. Still now have these same lights and darks. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And our neck, same value. Now I want to switch over. I want to switch over now to another size brush. We're about 17, 20 minutes in, and I'm only going to do this live for about 30 minutes. And this here is a size 8 filbert brush. If you're interested again in my brushes that I use, relatively inexpensive, very actually. I think I got a whole pack ranging from size um, 16 down, and I got this pack from Amazon. I can definitely email or share with you my card in the description box later, or you can email me. Now, as you can see here, I'm starting to come in with this smaller brush. You can really tell the difference when you're using a smaller detail brush because you're getting a little more finer lines, right? Everything at this point is going to have smaller brush strokes, smaller lines. Beautiful, nice sunrise colors. I'm going to go a little bit darker in here, showing some depth in between her fingers. Very important to get even deeper. And this painting will be available on my website. And also, I will be giving more information concerning the book for the client that I am actually painting this for. Okay. And she gave me the title of a book, which is really not the title of the painting that I have just posted. And I did that for a reason because copyright purposes. All right. More. There we go. Getting some really deep colors here going on. And this is very, very light here. Very light. Let me try this here light here and turn that one off so that maybe you can see maybe the colors. Yeah, I can see those colors even more now. Had a lot of light going on. There's nothing wrong with light. There we go. Gorgeous. Going in with the smaller detail brush. The light is off to the left, so I want to really make sure that all the colors that I'm using are dark, medium, light values. I'm trying to get there. Trying to get there, people. There we go. Just don't want too many bold colors here. The doves are white, however, yes, they will reflect colors from your background. Kind of got rid of her eye there. So I'm going to put that back later. There we go. Gorgeous. Really trying to focus in and get those colors of the background into my dove. Now this is with the medium brush. So for the actual feather lines, you're going to notice that I'm going to come in after this dry with even more of a smaller detail brush. To define her shape and define all of the feather lines. Skin tone with some reflection from the sky. Orange is gorgeous when you're making it with a yellow and the pink. Do not feel as though you have to go with really deep saturated colors like a alizarin crimson when painting sunsets. You don't have to. Now, if you want deep, then use deep colors. But if you don't want that, you don't have to feel pressured to do so. Okay. Now, what I want to do here is I want to really take my time and go around the shape of her head just slightly with that orange. There we go. I'm going to add her eye and all that in last. Pink and the yellow. Okay. I have about 5 more minutes. So what I'm going to do is come into her skin tone, same size brush, give all the sunset colors hitting the side of her face, using the same value that I have on her face. To me, that's the importance of doing a underpainting again. And underpaintings are basically just using a, a brown, gray, blue. I do not use dark colors, just a medium value. And that would be for this painting was a bronze. And it really worked out well. Keeping it light. Now, I do know that on the creases of her features, I just really want the sunset yellows and oranges to pop out. My darker values, I leave for my purples. Add more white, nice and smooth here. In a painting like this, many times painting the same strokes or area change dramatically as we are painting, and that's okay if that happens. Like, obviously, I'm not too done with the hair there, so a couple of those glow lines are going to change. But in order for me to put them into her skin tone, I'm gonna have to do that, right? It's gorgeous. Don't want just white by itself. So I'm playing with that white and that golden yellow. From To me, in my opinion, painting with just white by itself really washes out a painting. Nothing wrong with it, but if you will notice that adding a little tint, warmth to white just really, really does help. There we go. Just a little bit of warmth there. I didn't really care for those blues really being just too bold, the blues. I'm leaving a lot of this area here. I need to go back to my bigger brush. Trying to leave a lot of this area here lighter because she can add in whomever, maybe the editor can easily add in the title of the book. Just need to hit that light one more time. There we go. Going back to my smaller medium brush. Nice. All right. So now I'm going to stop because I don't want anything to get muddy. Okay. And that can really happen when we are painting our art. So as you can see, we have a lot of those beautiful, bright, metallic colors. Gorgeous. It's just light enough, shimmers, some deeper colors there. Gorgeous. We'll get deeper as we go toward the bottom. You really see that light, the yellow glow from that light shining in. So I'm really, really happy with the progress of the first layer of colors. Really, really happy. They're so gorgeous. All right. Hope you guys have a awesome afternoon and see you next time. Bye bye.